So the most important aspect I had to consider to bringing Val to life was a factor of time and realism. With only 6 weeks, there was really no time to make any mistakes, so mocap was really the only logical direction. And with the Exon suit and the Stretsons gloves, I could do this within my own home, and I did. Here you see an example of both in action. This is the NVM program, and the mocap was one-to-one to what you see in the film. This was just so important that this worked, since I didn't really have the time to try anything else, but I was so pleased at how well it did. The mocap then is brought in to UE5 on a metahuman skeleton, and a control rig was created on top of that, so that we could actually adjust anything that we needed on top of the mocap, of course. Now to do this, you need to bake the mocap on top of the control rig, and then you create an additive control rig on top for any posing, adjustments, keyframing, and cleanup. This is all done in the sequencer, and here I'm just kind of going through and showing you where it's located. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details of my process, because it's a little bit time consuming. I'm just giving you the overviews of how we actually created this. So for more information on how this is all set up, there's a ton of information on the Unreal Engine documentation, as well as you can just Google this topic. I do it for this plus anything else I'm looking for, and you'll find what you need, really. What I found pretty amazing by using the Exon suit and Stretsons gloves is that there was really little to no cleanup. Most of it was just what we did with the control rig was to kind of like what you see here, where I'm adjusting the arm if there's interpenetrating arm to the body, or maybe she wasn't looking in the right direction, so you could adjust that real easy. Things like that was really what we actually focused on. And again, there wouldn't have been time to keyframe this whole character. I don't think it would have looked as real anyway. But the adjustments here are just incredible what you can do in Engine. And everything we did was all in UE5 here. So nothing was taken out into another software and imported back in. That was really important to me. I felt like, if we did that, it would have slowed down the process. And being able to actually do everything in Engine, sped up the process. And I wanted to make sure it was sound, and everything, luckily was. There was really no hiccups. So we also made other controls, which you can do, like you can see these on the chest here. This is these controls, and you can add anything you want, and we did for certain aspects, like on the chest plate, so just in case her helmet maybe clashed into, when she looked down, clashed into her chest, things like that. So ultimately, I was just happy that we made the decision to do this way, because ultimately I don't think it would have worked any other way.
One more day, Rex, and we're going home.
The mocap process was used for all the scenes with Val, even the head movement. But when it came to the face, this was done in an additional rig called the facial rig, which comes with all the metahumans. This allows you to put so much detail and lifelike movement into the face. We did actually do some mocap for the eyes and the face, just using the LiveLink and iPhone app, and those were just for the wide shots. But for the close-ups, really needed to have a lot more control, and especially with the dialogue. And by using this eye controller, which is really cool, you can see how it lines up. It creates an actual line from the controller to the eye, so you can actually focus on what she's looking at and seeing, and adjust that, and see it in real time. And this was done really the same way that we did the body. So I'm just going through, kind of showing you where that's located in the sequencer. And if you do have mocap on top of, like I said, if there's any mocap, you would do the same thing that you did, is add an additive control rig on top that you can actually keyframe. The eye control gave us the ability to animate with complete ease and easy to see the results in real time. Now for the rest of the face, there's this other cool control, controls for animating the rest of the face for accurate movement. Both of these controls, I suggest you set them up in separate windows. It just makes it easier to actually work with. So then you can just start, once you get it set up, you can just start moving it around and start animating. We focus just on the areas around the eye, not, the jaw or the mouth. There was really no reason to. And this is for obvious reasons. I mean, she's wearing a mask. And I made a conscious decision that she had a mask. We just didn't have the time to do full lip sync. With 6 weeks, everything that's in this was just so challenging. So I assure you, my next project with a metahuman will have full facial animation with lip sync and look just as stunning as Val's eyes. And after so many years of being in the film industry, I can tell you there's never been the ability to do what we did here until now. And this is only the beginning.